Yes, I'm a proud
and I help people instead. So for me,
It takes no compromise to give people their rights. It takes no money to respect the individual. It takes no political deal to give people their freedom. And it takes no survey to remove repression. A saying coming from Happy Mick. Hello everyone, and hi to the universe. A pleasing greetings to the whole world. Welcome to Group E's Educational Vlog. Speaking right here is RUSSEL YBARSABAL, a member of Group E. In this very video, we, the Group E, is got to go in fulfilling the task given to us by our GE1 or Understanding the Self subject teacher, namely is Miss Ethelyn YBARSABAL. And that is interviewing two members of the LGBTQ community and hearing them meaningful questions. That this interview is conducted through virtual. Since we consider the situation, the pandemic, we can't do face-to-face interview. It is not allowed, it is prohibited. So we got to use the power of technology in order to make this task, this challenge possible and be successful. So be ready and let's start the ball rolling.
Hey! Are you excited to know our interviewees for this vlog? Then you must listen carefully because I'm going to introduce them to you. Our first interviewee, he is part of LGBTQ community and a current student of Negros Oriental State University. He is a second-year student taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. He has an amazing personality and of course a kind heart. His name is...
hi everyone, my name is Lo and currently second year college studying at Negros Oriental State University, Gungan City campus, taking a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English. I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me to be here as your participant for this question and answer portion. I just really love this so much. So thank you so much. And you know, it's quite noisy here, so I hope you'll understand. Okay, let's do it.
Hi! Good morning! I'm pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. I'm so happy and glad to talk to you and to know your story. So we will be asking 6 questions about you, and I know you know what to do. So let's start. Here is my first question. Do you consider yourself as part of LGBTQ community?
My sexual identity is male. My gender is feminine. My sexual orientation is gay. My gender identity and expression is cross-dresser. And now, based on those aforementioned things about me, for you, should I consider myself as one of the constituents of the said community? If yes, I could not have agreed more.
Yes, I'm a proud and loud member of the rainbow community. Having an ally who understands and empathizes your feelings and recognize your worth means so much. This does not only circulate to the member of the community, but also to the people who acknowledge us.
Let us proceed to the second question. Here we go. Does the society influence you to choose the type of gender identity?
Knowing that I am different from other guys, that I cannot fulfill my responsibilities as a male, that I love doing things as what women do. For me, it is not the society that shaped me becoming who I was before and who I will become tomorrow or who I am today. At seldom times, I consider myself as asexual, which means it's okay for me to have no sex. You know what? Yes, I am a gay, and I think the society has that notion that gays to really love sex. Everyone does. Nevertheless, our honest eyes really couldn't ignore the fact that some people have that mindset, which is it is better to have no sex than not turning mission into reality. What I want to accentuate is that for me, having a boyfriend will be spending an amount of money. Not all okay, but in certain circumstances. And my mission is to help more people, those poor ones. I do really have charitable missions. So better to have no boyfriend as long as I could help people. I'm okay with that. To reiterate, it is not the society that shaped me to be a gay. It is more like my mission, my core.
Actually, no. Since I was a child, I know to myself that I am different, that I do not conform to the norms of the society. It was very challenging for me during those times, especially when I was in my elementary years, because I cannot relate to my classmates, especially the boys, their interests, the type of games they want to play, and so many more. Instead, society influenced me to be myself and to find my value and morals in life, and to pursue my true self, even if I face criticisms and discriminations.
Have you tried hiding your true self because you're afraid of people's judgment and feedbacks regarding your gender? How long or in what cases?
Despite all the ruthless criticisms, a day without bullying is a bonus to me. Since I was a child, there are a lot of negative feedbacks about me, bone cracking, judgments. But despite all these negativities, I became the toughest gay as what men and women are. I honestly did not experience to try or hide my identity. I am not saying that I am confident the way I am. I just really don't deprive my freedom. I did not hide myself for being a gay, although people consider it as a sin. But for me, it is not a sin because I don't harm people. Even helping people is my, I mean, I don't feel it as a sin because I don't harm people and I help people instead. So for me, it's a good thing for me for being a gay because I found out myself that I am really kind. I am really kind, and being a gay, what makes me kind? Maybe if I was a straight guy today, maybe if I were to be a straight guy, maybe I'm so bad now, or I don't know who I am today. But
Actually, no, because why should I? I'm very vocal with my gender, and my parents know about it even when I was little. Funny thing is, they are the one who told me about it, like wearing lipstick and heels when I was little. And it's not something big deal to them, especially my dad, because he has so many relatives from our community, coming from the first members of their generations up to my generation, which is me. So I don't have the face where I hide my true self. Maybe question myself about my gender, but hiding from them, never have done it.
Did your family, friends, and other people that surrounds you treat you the way you deserve?
well, I think that it is like 84% of people that surround me treated me the way I should be treated. So it's like 16% like that. 16% people who do not love or like me. Still, 84% is my backbone, so it's an advantage.
I think probably in between, because we still cannot deny the fact that even our relatives would really have something to say, especially those people who don't have enough knowledge about third sex people, or maybe because they just don't want to accept it that we exist and it's not a choice, or maybe because what they believe might right for them even if it's not true. So yeah, I still hear some foul words or prejudices coming from them, but it's not a big deal for me because they don't have enough knowledge regarding our community, so it's just okay. I think probably in between, because we still cannot deny the fact that even our relatives would really have something to say, especially those people who don't have enough knowledge about third sex people, or maybe because they just don't want to accept it that we exist and it's not a choice, or maybe because what they believe might right for them even if it's not true. So yeah, I still hear some foul words or prejudices coming from them, but it's not a big deal for me because they don't have enough knowledge regarding our community, so it's just okay.
Are you ready for the next question? I'm sure you are. Here we go. What can you advise to your fellow LGBTQ members, especially those who are afraid of showing their true selves?
I think being afraid means depriving your own comfort zones. To my fellow LGBTQ members who are afraid of showing who they truly are, you know what? You might have different stories to tell. My only advice to all of you is that have that spirit of success. Someone has wished you to be successful in the living despite what your gender issue is. Your family might not accept you, but please do not be disappointed, okay? Always be kind. Do not put a hurt on everybody. Humbling ourselves is the most important. Some people might don't like you. Remember, for us being a member of LGBTQ community, it is not wrong if we don't just harm everybody. We are even trying to shape ourselves and follow what the society has this. We are even trying to follow what the society has this dictates us, but we really can't because we are just hurting ourselves. It is us and we should be happy for just the way we are. Why my advice for you is having that spirit of success, because for me it is like one successful LGBTQ member for one who needs help. I am not advocating to really need help people though. I mean, just always remember your success is meant a lot for the people around you. Your story, your success, your help, and yourself can be a reflection for everybody for moral resilience.
What advice? Actually, it's not an advice that they need, but a motivation. So what I wanted to say to them is that it's okay if you're not ready yet to come out, because you don't have to. And it's okay if you're still confused with your identity, because it takes so much time and faith for you to realize your true self. And if you're having a hard time about it, just let it out. Cry if you want, because your feelings are all valid. And just keep fighting and blooming. That's all.
Now we are down for the last question. The last question is, if you will be given a chance to speak up in order to uplift the essence of equality among LGBTQ community, what would it be?
I would say that as early as you could, to all the people who do not understand how it feels like being deprived of freedom, I hope you will realize as early that equality seeks its room in our country. Before your family member who is a member of LGBTQ killed himself or herself just because of gender intolerance and gender insensitivity. As a member of the LGBTQ community, I know that I am in the right way in the living. As a constituent, it is not my decision to be imparted on the LGBTQ, because I know myself that I am really imparted. I am even polishing myself to trying to do things supposedly I will be doing as a male, but I cannot do it. You might say, try to force yourself to be a real guy, but you know how it feels for me? If I don't love people around me, if I don't have an advocacy for the environment, if I don't have a good heart for the many, if I don't want to help poor people, if I am not a gay with charitable missions, then why should I live in this miserable world where I am deprived of my own freedom? It's really hard to live in a country which is not LGBTQ friendly. My country does not listen to the voices of LGBTQ. My country does not feel our feelings. Try to evoke in your cognitive the statement from Miss Tamerman. We are more alike more than we are not. So we all want to be loved and respected. Thank you.
Yes, I'm a proud and loud member of the rainbow community. Having an ally who understands and empathizes your feelings and recognize your worth means so much. This does not only circulate to the member of the community, but also to the people who acknowledge us.
From the experiences of our interviewees, I've learned that we need to show our real self, not for the amusement of others, but for ourselves. Making ourselves free and, of course, showing the real self of who we really are can make us happy, and, of course, it can lead to a happy and, of course, a meaningful life. Stop pretending or hiding your true self, because that is you and you must be proud of it.
Part of LGBTQ community, there's nothing wrong with you. There's a lot wrong with the world you live in. No matter who you are or what identities you hold, the goal is to know what's going on in your LGBT loved one's life, to emphasize with their needs and to write from your heart. Things are harder than they need to be at work right now. But remember that people got you and people love you. I'm one of them. I know you're going through difficult times with family. Just letting you know you can depend on me as you go through this. You're here because you've adopted as a core motivation the simple fact that this world would be a whole lot better. Don't ever be afraid to show off your true colors. Be loved, be proud, be you.